trying to guard Stewart now, but still able to get a decent shot off. And Cunningham is down behind the play, but they've got Caitlin Clark to fire away from three. Cunningham just now.
No one saw it coming. Just a year ago, the WNBA looked destined to stay in the shadows. A loyal fan base, a few televised games, and almost no national buzz. Then Caitlin Clark arrived, and overnight, the league stopped being just a league. It became a movement, a storm, and for some, a threat. From the very first tip-off, Caitlin wasn't just scoring points, she was rewriting the rules of fame. Arenas that once struggled to fill a few rows were suddenly sold out. Kids lined up wearing her jersey. ESPN and ABC fought over broadcast rights because every game she played shattered ratings records. To millions, she was the hero women's basketball had been
getting up as she stayed down near the free throw line on the other end. Just coming back from an ankle injury, and then Johannes very coolly. Two players with incredible
waiting for. But with all that light came shadows. Whispers began circulating. Rumors that Caitlin had uncovered something the WNBA never wanted to see the light of day. A secret list of protected players. Stars shielded from punishment even after breaking supposedly ironclad rules. And at the top of that whispered list, one name, Brittney Griner. That's when everything changed. What began as hype and highlight reels morphed into a battlefield of jealousy, tension, and open hostility. Caitlin wasn't just going up against defenders anymore. She was facing a system determined to protect its chosen few while pushing her to the edge.
Well, back and forth we go. Clark with the three. Johannes answered, then Caitlin again. She's calling for the ball from Cunningham.
Behind the league's glowing headlines, record ticket sales, surging viewership, sponsorship deals, was a darker story the WNBA desperately wanted buried. Word spread that Clark had stumbled upon proof of selective protection, a so-called untouchables list, shielding certain stars no matter what they did. Think about that, a league built on equality and fairness allegedly hiding a list of players who could break the rules without consequence. Violations ignored, scandals covered up, suspensions avoided, all to protect the names deemed too valuable or politically sensitive to lose. For fans, it was betrayal. For Caitlin, it was personal. She built her career on discipline and integrity, and now she was staring at a system that rewarded the opposite. So she started gathering proof, quietly, carefully, and every trail led back to one person, Brittney Griner, a player forever surrounded by controversy, a polarizing figure fans either defended passionately or criticized fiercely. If the rumors were true, Griner wasn't just on that list. She was the face of it, the one who could say what others couldn't, do what others wouldn't dare, and still walk away untouched. Caitlin knew that exposing the truth would come at a price.
Clark, another long three. She's back. Most time.
But silence would make her complicit. She had two options: stay quiet and play along, or rip off the mask and face the fire. She chose the fire. That's when the rivalry turned into a war. At first, it looked like a simple clash, the fearless rookie versus the seasoned veteran. But the tension between Caitlin Clark and Brittney Griner quickly turned poisonous. It began subtly, elbows under the rim, shoves ignored by referees, and trash talk that crossed every line of professionalism. For Caitlin, it was part of the game until it wasn't. Her teammates noticed the bias. Fouls against her kept piling up, but the whistles never blew. Every game felt rigged, like she was playing not just against the other team, but against the league itself. Then came the courtside whispers. Witnesses claiming they heard Griner hurl, vile slurs mid-game. mocking Caitlyn in ways too ugly to repeat. When one of those moments was caught on video, the internet exploded. Overnight, it stopped being about basketball. It became about respect, double standards, and whether the WNBA was protecting the wrong people. Fans were furious. If Caitlyn had said that, one viral comment read,
"Dynamic player in the game. 9 points in 38 seconds for Caitlyn. She hit all 3 threes.
And not only 9 and 30, but look at..."
she'd be suspended in seconds. And they weren't wrong. The league's silence after Griner's alleged outburst only deepened suspicions that some players were simply untouchable. Still, Caitlyn refused to fold. She absorbed every hit, every insult, every shove, turning them into fuel. But each moment of unfairness etched a new line into an explosive storyline, one no PR team could contain. This was no longer rookie versus veteran. This was about power, who had it, who abused it, and who the WNBA was willing to protect at all costs. Then came 2023, the year everything boiled over. Brittney Griner found herself at the center of another storm, ambushed at an airport by YouTuber Alex Stein. It was supposed to be an ordinary travel day, just another flight after a long stretch of games. But Stein appeared with cameras rolling, firing off loaded questions that poked at every sensitive rumor surrounding her. The video went viral instantly. Millions of views, thousands of comments, and instead of sympathy, it reignited every controversy attached to Griner's name. Accusations resurfaced. Old scandals were dissected. Some called the ambush racially motivated. Others said it exposed how the league coddled its stars. Either way, the drama wouldn't die. For Caitlyn watching from afar, it all looked like confirmation. The chaos around Griner wasn't coincidence.
The depth on these field goal attempts, she's certainly feeling it. Left side, right side, now come back to your favorite spot again. It doesn't...
It was a pattern. That airport incident didn't just embarrass Griner. It cracked open questions the WNBA refused to answer. Why was she always at the center of controversy? Why did every mess seem to disappear quietly? And most importantly, what was the league hiding? To Caitlyn, it all pointed back to the same truth. The protected players rumor wasn't just rumor anymore. It was real and it was rotten. Still, nothing could have prepared the world for what came next, because the rivalry that had been simmering behind the scenes was about to explode in front of millions. Every rivalry reaches its breaking point. For Caitlyn Clark and Brittney Griner, it came during one brutal game. Indiana Fever versus Griner's powerhouse team. Midway through the match, as Caitlyn drove toward the basket, Griner swung her elbow hard, straight into Caitlyn's throat. The crowd gasped. Clark hit the floor, clutching her neck, as referees scrambled to restore order. Within minutes, the footage went viral. Replays flooded every social feed. Slow-motion shots, angry commentary, demands for justice. Analysts called it reckless, dangerous, intentional. But the league's response? Silence. No suspension. No fine. Not even a statement. And that silence said it all.
It doesn't matter if there's a hand in her face contesting. Look at that reaction. She can just do things that no one else in the women's game can.
Caitlyn had been warning everyone for months, and now it was undeniable. The WNBA had two sets of rules. One for the stars they wanted to protect, and another for everyone else. Her absence after that brutal elbow only intensified the outrage. Fans weren't just mad about the foul. They were furious that the league's biggest ticket seller, the rookie who revitalized ratings, was benched while the veteran who injured her faced no punishment. Analysts didn't hold back. If Caitlyn had done that to Griner, she'd be gone for the season. The hypocrisy was impossible to miss. But instead of breaking her, the incident lit a fire. Caitlyn wasn't just playing basketball anymore. She was on a mission to expose the game behind the game. And then, just when the controversy started to settle, it exploded again. During a heated rematch, Brittney Griner fouled out late in the game. As she walked off, Cameras caught her shouting something at Caitlyn. The audio wasn't clear, but fans claimed she yelled, "Trash F asterisk 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 and you white girl." The clip went nuclear. Social media erupted with slow-motion replays, captions, and debates. Some said she said "whack call." Others swore it was the slur. Either way, it crossed the line from trash talk to something darker. Outrage spread instantly. Former athletes and commentators chimed in. Riley Gaines tweeted, "If this had been Caitlyn saying it the other way around, her career would be over." Thousands agreed the double standard was obvious. Yet the WNBA said nothing. No statement, no investigation, just silence. And that silence said everything. Days later, Griner brushed it off, claiming she couldn't remember what she said. That half-denial only fueled the storm. Fans dissected every frame, insisting the truth was being buried. What should have been accountability became a cover-up. To Caitlyn, it confirmed what she already knew. The league wasn't protecting fairness. It was protecting its image. And that's when things took a shocking turn. Because as the slur debate raged online, old memories resurfaced. Memories of the infamous prison swap. In 2022, Griner's name made global headlines when she was released from a Russian prison in exchange for Victor Bout, the Merchant of Death. Fans were stunned. Why was a basketball player traded over war veterans and political prisoners? Questions piled up, answers didn't. To many, that deal marked Griner as untouchable, someone shielded by power far bigger than basketball. Caitlyn started connecting the dots. If the government could pull strings for Griner, why wouldn't the WNBA? Her suspicions deepened as the league stayed quiet. No transparency, no accountability. Instead, they built a redemption narrative around Griner, parading her as an icon while ignoring the growing resentment. To Caitlyn, it was clear this wasn't favoritism. It was control. Griner wasn't just a star. She was a symbol the league couldn't afford to question. So Caitlyn decided to fight back. No more whispers, no more hinting. According to insiders, she walked straight into meetings with top WNBA executives, armed with evidence. Reports say she presented documents, screenshots, and notes showing bias in officiating, selective discipline, and clear favoritism. She didn't come to complain. She came to expose. When word spread that Caitlyn had confronted the higher-ups, everything changed. Behind closed doors, Griner's attitude reportedly flipped from rivalry to pure hostility. The subtle jabs turned into open war. The shade started on social media, Griner posting victory photos after games Caitlyn missed due to the injury she caused. Fans saw it for what it was, mockery. Then came interviews where Griner claimed Caitlyn ruined the vibe of the WNBA, calling the new fan energy toxic. To most people, it sounded like jealousy. Caitlyn had transformed the league, sold out arenas, record-breaking ratings, sponsors flooding in. Griner's comments came off as bitter, and the fans knew it. The rivalry spilled onto the court. Cameras caught Griner taunting Caitlyn mid-game, smirking every time she missed, celebrating exaggeratedly after every foul. But Caitlyn didn't crumble. She stayed composed, focused. The more they tried to silence her, the stronger she became. Every dig, every post, every foul proved her point. She wasn't being targeted for her play. She was being punished for telling the truth. Now, the WNBA finds itself at a crossroads. On the surface, it's a golden era. Record attendance, viral highlights, a booming fan base. But beneath that, the cracks are spreading. Caitlin Clark versus Brittney Griner isn't just a rivalry. It's a rebellion, a fight between the league's image and its integrity. Fans aren't whispering anymore. They're demanding answers. Why are some players untouchable? Why does the league go silent when it's inconvenient? And most importantly, if Caitlin's rumored evidence ever sees daylight, what happens next? Because this isn't about basketball anymore. It's about power, truth, and the future of the WNBA itself. The question now isn't whether Caitlin Clark can survive this, it's whether the league can.